Hey guys, I just got finished done installing the Blacktown Concepts Spectre into my gun, and this is what it sounds like right now. If you notice, the trigger pull on the Spectre is a little bit lighter than on the Chimera. And that's mostly due to where the actual trigger switch is placed. It's a little bit closer than the Chimera. You're looking at about maybe a couple millimeters of slack less than the Chimera, and I like that a lot. Actual install is a little bit easier than the Chimera too. It didn't take as long to make sure that all the wirings and connections and signal wires and stuff were all hooked up correctly. I do like that a lot about the Spectre. It saves me a lot of space in the buffer tube and in the stock, where I don't have to try and cram a MOSFET, a small computerized MOSFET unit in the back there. I think I did gain another 2 RPS on using this MOSFET too, over the 50 that I was originally doing. It's doing like 52 now is what I clocked on the chronograph. I think that might be because there's a little bit less resistance in the screw terminals. The way I was setting it up, I'm probably doing it wrong, but I like the fact that this has got a more consistent power flow. It still retains a lot of the features that the Chimera has. Let's see, it's the manual with all those features and stuff right there, all the different fire settings. It pretty much behaves just like the Chimera. Still have rate of fire control, different burst functions, different settings I can change those to, LiPo monitoring. I did have to install the Spectre. You do need to remove the existing safety lock, so in safety I can still pull the trigger, but nothing happens. It's not till when you flip it over to semi that it trips another micro switch that tells it to go into semi, and then on the third switch it tells it to go into full auto. I thought that was kind of neat. It's a little bit different, but one less part to, I guess, keep in the gun. It also takes out the cutoff lever entirely, which I do like, because the Chimera, having to use the cutoff lever all the time, there's a possibility for more wear faster because the cutoff lever is constantly engaged to keep knocking on the cutoff lever sensor, which is not bad per se. It's just a different way of sort of setting up the trigger system. What else about this? I do like the install a lot. It's a little less complicated over the Chimera, in my personal opinion. There are a couple more things to juggle though. You do need to make sure that the top of the board is still pinned to the bottom of the board, and you have to be careful not to break the pins off the side. It was really difficult for me though, because I had to do all this while cramming in an M170 for this build. If you're using this for a milder build or just something not as intense, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but at least for the higher power springs, it was just one more thing to juggle. Yeah, so far so good. I like this MOSFET a lot. It's probably going to be my preferred MOSFET, or trigger switch MOSFET. I shouldn't say MOSFET because I'm still probably going to use normal basic MOSFETs for the most part. But as far as a trigger switch setup, this is probably my preferred one to go to. The ASC3 or ASCU3 I still hear has major issues. So yeah, I wasn't really excited about that anyway. This totally kicks its ass. That's about it. I will let you guys know how this performs in the long run.